Greetings to all the attendees and esteemed guests. With myself, Tamil Arasan, founder of Sayorleaf, and it is an honor and to introduce a trailblazing professional whose profound impact on the field of genetic engineering underscores the essence of scientific excellence. Today, we have the privilege to welcome Jivita CM in our midst, a scientist, innovator, and a visionary leader whose contribution in the field of genetic engineering are truly remarkable. Jivita's passion for science was ignited at a young age, propelling her on a path of relentless pursuit of knowledge. Graduating from SRM University with both her BTech and MTech degrees in genetic engineering, she demonstrates an unwavering commitment to academic excellence in scientific exploration. Throughout her career, Jivita has exemplified dedication and integrity in every endeavors. As a founder of BioWagon, she has pioneered groundbreaking research and development initiatives utilizing her expertise in computer-aided design and a plethora of other skills to drive innovation in her field. Her visionary leadership has propelled BioWagon to the forefront of scientific discovery, positioning the organization as a beacon of excellence. Additionally, Jivita's tenure as a research scientist at Beaver City further underscores a commitment to advancing scientific knowledge. In her role, she brought her unparalleled expertise to the profound, contributing transformative research endeavors that has the potential to share the future of genetic engineering. As Jivita embarks on her PhD journey, her passion for science, her dedication to excellence, and her visionary leadership serves as a beacon of inspiration to us all. Let me extend a warm welcome to Jivita CM, celebrate her remarkable achievements, and join hands in embracing the limited possibilities of scientific exploration. And I'm personally very thankful for her uh, short invite and her acceptance of a shared invite. Jivita ma'am, the dice is all yours, ma'am.
Thank you for the very nice introduction. You have told so much about me. And first of all, I want to congratulate you guys because you're in bachelor's and at the very beginning you started different, something additional apart from your career. Like this is going to be like my presentation is all going to be very common, very basic, and like the way I wanted to give advice when I was in BTech. So I'm going to share uh, like it's 5 years difference between you guys and me, and what are all the informations I wish to get when I was in BTech. So I wanted to share very basic career insights to you guys so that when you're choosing something in further, when you're completing your bachelor's or when you're completing your master's, so you need not to struggle the way we are struggling now. So that is the main motto. And firstly, you have started to blogging everything from very beginning of your bachelor career, and very congratulations. like um, Not only so first of all, uh, we are genetic engineers or biotechnologists, and somehow we have come to this career with either fighting with family that we have to join biotech or genetic engineering, and in some cases we will be trying for NEET, and the second option will be biotechnology for us. But most of the people who choose biotech or genetic engineering is like they want to be in research, they want to, like, with a love only we came for genetic engineering, because I fighted with my family to join this course. Like 6 years back, nobody knows what genetic engineering is. Now after COVID, like everyone speaks RT-PCR, everything. But before 6 years, nobody knows what is genetic engineering, what is biotech, what is the work we will do. So all the career insights we are going to discuss. And first of all, congratulations to all your team members, every one of you. And in further steps also, I'll be very happy to help you in any ways, like you need my support or guidance, whatever the way you guys are expecting. I will be always available for you to help you. And so I'll share the presentation I have made specially for you guys so we can start the session.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming to the event, ma'am, in a short notice.
Sure. So can you guys see the presentation?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. So this session is entirely going to be like you have to answer me what is the questions I'm going to ask. So it will be like interactive sessions. So I need 1 minute. So what is life without DNA? So I'm not going very basic like what is DNA, everything, but what is life when there is no DNA? So you can like it can be interactive session. So you can type your answers in the chat box. So I'll be looking at it, what you guys are answering me. Okay. Okay. So what is life without DNA? So when there is no DNA, there is no life, first of all, because whatever we are, whatever the face we are having, whatever the characters we are, so everything is based on DNA. So without DNA, there is no life. Like that's the last point I have mentioned here. And there is a cell confusion because uh, your cell will get confused where to keep your eyes, where to keep your nose, everything, because there is no proper coding happened in your DNA, and missing family traits, and there will be no inheritance happening and stuck in the past. Like there will be no evolution of new species or new organisms, and obviously there is no life. So DNA is very important, and like the previously she has given the nice intro of what is this DNA day and why it is celebrated, so all those things. And today is a national DNA day. So all we have to do is we have to remember why this day is celebrated, because of human genome project completion and the discovery of DNA. And also we have to celebrate like where we have reached now. Like from the beginning to now, there is a great advancement in the field of genetics and genomics. And genomics is currently leading in all the field. Like you need genomics techniques or whatever it is, the end product will be genomics. And to teach, like we have whatever the research we do, like when we start entering the field biotechnology, everyone's aim will be like we have to discover drug for some cancer, we have to discover drug for something, some particular diseases, but it's like ultimate aim. But what we are doing is research. We have to understand that every simple basic thing we are interrogating, we are identifying is very crucial and very important, because we don't know what a single gene can do, or what is the like simple transcription factors, promoters. So there is nothing very basic, or there is nothing very important in science or in the field of research, because you should not consider that when you are into the field, like everyone wishes like we have to discover the drug for cancer, but that's not that's the aim. But we can't do it like by just doing PCR, genomics, all those things. We can't directly jump into that we have discovered something. What it is there is nothing basic in it. That is the main point I'm telling. Whatever research you are going to do is very crucial. There is nothing like a basic research, simple research, advanced research. Research is itself a very big advancement. So don't take any simple things or any simple experiments you are doing in the lab or whatever it is as a very basic, because everything whatever you do, a simple mistake is also a very important thing, because your mistakes may lead to some other new invention, some other new, you can identify some new function of that compound, you can characterize it in different way. So like keep in mind that whatever you are doing, whatever you are getting errors, everything is very important when you are in lab. So that is the main thing I have to tell. And we have to discuss we have to tell the common people what is like. Now when we speak about biotech or genetic, there are many people who can understand what we are doing, and we have to inspire like now it is very advanced due to corona, because whatever COVID has given so much of distractions in life, but when it comes to the field of biotechnology, COVID has given life to the biotechnology field of people who are doing research, so that uh, the other people will respect us, like, okay, she's in biotechnology field, at least they know what we are doing now. So it's a very big change, and we don't know whether this thing will be there for so much years, because that's how our society works. When COVID is in peak, everyone was doing RT-PCR, everyone was doing genome sequencing of COVID, everything. But we don't know how much time this craze will sustain. And I'll also come to the statistical part of how this research thing works. Okay, so my main thing was to help you in the career guidance, and the four things, like, I wanted you to start very early, because most of the people I got is like they are working, they are in their second year or third year of biotechnology. So I think this will be very useful to you guys. And why I have taken this career insight is, like, we don't, when I was doing BTech or MTech, there was no one to help. You have to choose this, you have to choose that. No, there was many complication in choosing whatever you are taking. There is no clear example, because, like, you completed your BTech and you don't know where to go, whether masters or you have to go for some job. And there is no use of doing BTech in genetic engineering and doing job in IT company. I don't go with that ideology, because maybe some people have taken this biotechnology course, like they need some degree for other aspects of life. But those who have taken this with so much of love, interest, and passion, we need to know what is the next step. Like, because we know in India there is not much opportunities in this field, but I wanted to tell you guys how we can make benefit, or we can make a step ahead in this competitive field, so that
Ma'am,
yeah.
sorry for interrupting you, ma'am. The session is really great. But I think you're presenting, but we're not able to see any slides, ma'am. We're at the first slide.
We can't. Okay. So it's in career development only. I haven't gone to the next slide.
No, actually, until now we had the first slide only, ma'am.
Oh,
We
sorry.
hadn't. Yeah, yeah. So I think you were presenting, but that particular thing was not showing.
Okay, so I'll try again. Now, is it changing?
No, ma'am, it is not changing. It is at second slide.
Okay, shall I continue in this way?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure.
So I was speaking in this slide. So our this session is all going to be like, I'll be speaking with Jivita 5 years back. I'll be giving advice to her what she has to be done. So I think it will give you guys idea, like, because we don't know when you guys complete after 5 years, there will be more advancement. But you guys have to be prepared in all the ways. Like, there is no, we can't focus only in one technique or one particular topic in the genetic engineering, because there are many competitive fields going on. So I'll be talking on that. So first of all, I have to ask about like what kind of audience we have, either BTech, BSc, MTech, MSc, or the people who are doing PhD research. So you can comment in the chat box, so I'll see and I'll reply. And can you guys guess what I have pictured for BTech and for MTech and for PhD? And any of you, can you guess why I have given this images? So one has replied as PhD aspirant, and most of you are from the previous introduction, you were in BTech. So when it comes to the field of biotech or biotechnology, your life begins, or you're like a complete graduate or someone who know completely, or someone like you are starting your career when you are doing actual PhD or research. So what I have given for BTech is zygote, and for MTech is a fetus, and for PhD is the newborn baby. Because even in the PhD, you will be like learning many new things, and when you have to do something, uh, you have to go for academic field, or you have to get a good salary package in the life science lab, whatever it is. When you have to have a secured life, like after pursuing these courses in biotech or genetic engineering, I consider PhD is very basic thing. Because when you complete BTech and when you go out and when you seek jobs, and most of the MTech graduates or PhD scholars who have tried can know that you'll get the work in medical coding and your salary will be 12,000. So you will decide, okay, in MTech I'll get stipend of 12,000 so that I can study, I'll get degree, so it will be beneficial. So you'll do MTech. Even after MTech, when you go to the job market or whatever it is, so the job they'll give you will be very basic. Because why this condition is happening in India is, there are many job markets, there are many growing startups and life science laboratories, but uh, everything in India is like they do most of business related of work. Like there will be no research, because when you want to do research, when you want to join lab, when you want to do research, when you want to publish paper, it's very hard to find such jobs in India. Like why I'm particularly telling in India is because in abroad there are many funded labs, funded companies where you can research, which is very collaborative with the university, so that you will get a opportunity to work in the lab. Because at the end we want to do research, we don't want to sit in the sales manager or a business analyst or such kind of job after doing all these MTech courses. So that's why like I have given PhD as a newborn baby here. And I want, like before COVID or whatever it is, I want you guys to tell like how you will explain to your relatives or whoever, like when they ask you what you are doing, or what you are studying, what is the work you will be doing. So how you will explain those things to your relatives that this is the work I am doing, without take 1 minute, without taking reference of, without taking reference of this movie. So how will you tell that you are doing this work? So in most of the people from Tamil Nadu, when you have to explain your relatives or some other people what work you are doing, obviously you have to tell that I am doing work which is related to this movie, Seventh Sense, or which is Ela Marival. And because when I was starting 6 years back, everyone used to ask me, what is the work you will do? Even when I start explaining that I'll read related to genes, DNA, everything, they wouldn't understand what I'm telling. So everything will, I wanted to tell this movie, like, have you seen this movie? So I'll be doing some kind of work like this. Then, okay, they'll tell, oh, okay. Because this was what they had before COVID. Like, you have to explain what you are studying based on some movie. And in the BTech itself, you have to decide what is your long-term goal. Like after completing your BTech, like you are in almost second year, third year. So what is your next step? You guys want to be in research, or you'll be going for some job opportunities, or you're going to study abroad. So like you have to choose what you guys need. Because I can like there is many pros and cons. It all depends on like your ideology, what you have to go. And when we started to explain all this, like about from this slide, it takes almost 2 hours. Because when you have to choose research, there is a separate path you have to follow. When you have to go for job opportunities, you have to enhance some additional techniques in you, or is this beneficial, or you will get a job related to your field. There is no guarantee. And if you want to study abroad, there is also some consequences, like you have to spend so much of money, like you have to take education loan, and even after studying abroad there is no guarantee that you will get job. There are many consequences on choosing these long term goals, but you should be knowing what is your next step, so that in this journey of BTech you can fix that, you can enhance your skills for choosing your next step. So that is what main thing. So what is the suggestions I like to give is, when you are in BTech, attend all the workshops. Like, you may be interested in plant, but attend the workshop which has animal modeling, cancer study, whatever it is. You may be like most of the biotech people, they won't like coding. And there is a misconception that bioinformatics is not completely coding, because many people think that when they say like you have to learn bioinformatics, that doesn't mean that you will be sitting like a IT guy and you will be coding. No, bioinformatics are very basic now. Like, without whatever your work, whatever we are going for job or you are going for PhD, bioinformatics is the basic skills they are looking forward. So never ignore bioinformatics, because it is very, very, very important. And you also know that we are not in the era of bioinformatics. We are advanced. We are in machine learning, artificial intelligence. Like we are in advanced development of bioinformatics, like computational. So bioinformatics is very basic. Please never ignore it. Bioinformatics is like, you have to take some data, you have to put it in the softwares. Like, you no need to do, you just have to use your brain to analyze the result. There is no other work you are going to do. You will get the data from some website, database. You will upload the data in some other database. So you get the output. The way you are analyzing the data, the way your brain is working on the data is the main thing. So there is not so much coding in the bioinformatics. So please don't ignore bioinformatics. From BTech, start focusing on bioinformatics. So that is why I have told, like, attend workshops in all the field. Like, because we don't know when, in which field we get very interested in. Don't narrow your field. Like, when you are BTech, explore everything. Go for internships or go for workshop with bioinformatics or animal cell model, cancer cells, whatever opportunities you get, go and utilize it. So when you are in the stage of choosing that, okay, I'm interested in doing gene editing, I'm interested to work in Alzheimer's, so I'll go for neurobiology. So you can have options. Like, when you know the basics of all the field, you will have better ideas and better options when you are in the edge to choose something for your next step. And join lab during your free time. So why I tell this is, to make good connection with your professors, basically. Like, uh, you need good connection with your professors, because after BTech or MTech, wherever you are going, you need LOR. If you're going for job, there is no need of LOR. But when you want to stay in academics, or when you need some help in further some or other way, you need to have good connection, or you need to be disciplined in your lab or in your college. So when you get time, go yourself, go to the professor. Like, if you want to learn something on animal cell culture, go to the professor who is handling that lab, or go speak with her, tell her that you wanted to join a lab to learn the basic things going on in her work, like in her lab. So like, as your BTech student, they'll not give you so much work, but there is, like, she will be back of you. Like, you will be under some professor who will be supporting you always. So that will give you the good impact, and you will have exposure to various techniques, and it will be very beneficial to you guys. And if your aim is to join some jobs, learn coding, because when you learn coding, I'm not telling about medical coding. I'm telling like basic Python or learn something which is related to biology. Like it is very easy to learn coding. Start learning that. Use Linux, Ubuntu, everything, and there is a something called Anaconda package, which is in that you will found something called bioconductor, which is particularly for biology. So you will have access to everything. The same blast you are doing in the website, you can do that in with using coding also. So learn all this basic coding. So when you know some coding languages like Python, Perl, all in the field of biology, you will get better options. Like you can be a data analyst or um, something related. You'll get a better job than medical coding. So that is why I'm telling. So all these things are like after BTech to help you guys to choose the better path. So these are the suggestions I could give. Make good connections with your professor. It is very important that like speak with them. You ask them that can I come and learn this technique, and don't be in only if you are from SRM, don't be in SRM only. Go to outer colleges, go attend workshops there, speak with the professors, attend conference. So when you attend conference, you will get opportunity to speak with the professors from abroad. So just attend their lecture. You will just get one doubt. Go and ask them like, "Ma'am, why you did this? Why you did that?" So they will be remembered you. They, like some person has asked me this doubt. So you'll have good impact and good connection for further uh, enhancing your career. It will be very much useful. And when you are doing project, so this is very important. As I said, no research is basic. Like don't ignore it is basic research. I don't want to do. I only want to do something which is to find drug to cancer. Don't choose project in that way. So because when you are in BTech, first do it. I'll say like choose an effective field. So you have attended all the conference workshops, everything now, and you have come to the conclusion that I'm interested in neurobiology. So I'll choose this field. So if you are choosing neurobiology, you have to choose what are all the advanced techniques at presently the papers are published in neurobiology. Because when you are going for abroad, or actually when you are choosing neurobiology as a BTech project, you will be thinking that I can do masters in neurobiology also. So based on that, you have to decide what is the field of study you are doing. So when you are choosing your major project, don't choose like, okay, this professor is having vacancy, I'll go and join there. Like don't do this minor mistakes. Like choose effectively, like which you love, which you wanted to research. So choose the effective field of study you want to do. And when you are in BTech, you will have an opportunity to do it in collaborative labs. Don't miss it, because when you do in MTech, you will not get that opportunities from most of the universities. Like most of the universities will not allow you to go do your MTech project in some other university or company for 1 year. But when you are doing your 6 months BTech project, you will have an opportunity to work in labs from anywhere, any part of India or some other university, collaborative labs, all those opportunities. Please use that opportunities, explore yourself, go to the new places. Like to advance your career, just make connections. Like learn from everyone, enhance your skills. That is what I'm coming to tell overall. So be extrovert. Like don't think that how can I ask the professor for the project. No, when we start exploring, when we speak what is in our mind, when what is in our heart, then only we can lead that way. Or else we will stop, we'll stuck in the place where we are when we are not expressing our thoughts. So please don't be introvert in this case, because the people who really love research or who really is passionate about biotechnology, please express yourself. So simply you can post in LinkedIn when you have studied one research paper, you are very excited about it and you felt it very very nice. Like you felt it, wow, this technique is very nice. Express your thoughts in LinkedIn. So make your LinkedIn profile also very professional. Keep updating your thoughts, whatever it is. and go to SAP if your aim is master's abroad. So why I'm telling this is it will make your path easy when your ultimate aim is choosing abroad. Because when you have to do a master's or PhD in abroad, this is the easiest way you get into European countries or America or wherever you have to go. SAP is the easiest way. But the thing is, you have to spend some amount in SAP. But I guess that it will be beneficial because when you go for BTech SAP, you can ultimately decide your master's lab, everything. So you can easily go for master's. And when you join master's, you can join in the same lab as a PhD scholar, or you can explore other options in the university, or you can do some collaborative work with your professors. So like SAP will reduce the time because when you are not doing like for the people who didn't went for SAP or all their bachelor's, masters, everything is in India. So it ultimately takes almost 1.5 to 2 years to get PhD in abroad because it is not that easy as we are thinking. And sometimes it is easy when you are all like you have attended workshops, conference in all the field of study. When you are narrow uh, during the BTech or MTech, you have focused only in the plant domain, and for PhD, if you are focusing something other, it will be very hard. So that is why I'm telling that don't narrow your thoughts or field to work. Explore everything. Some or other way, everything will be useful for you guys, and focus on the domain and skills used in the project. As I said, when you're focusing on neurobiology, uh, like don't go for the older techniques. Like in neurobiology, there will be some advanced fields. For example, we can take genomics. So whole genome sequencing, exome sequencing, everything is a very older technique when compared to the present situation, because at present there are uh, new sequencing techniques, effective, cost effective, time effective, and very precisely sequencing methodologies. So in every field of study there is like advancement. So look in the techniques which is advanced, so that when after 5 years the technique you are learning now as advanced technique will be very basic. So it will, like if you are learning older techniques, we can't be in the competitive world. So when you are choosing some domain, see, like try to learn the advanced techniques and enhance your skill in that. So I like to tell what are all the skills you can be involved. So next generation sequencing, NGS is very common in all the applications you see, either in LinkedIn, either for PhD, either for job, whatever it is, sequencing NGS is very common. So try to learn NGS, attend workshops, conference, internships on NGS techniques. And all these other parts I have written is don't ignore anything. When you get opportunity to learn some animal cell culture in other labs or other universities providing workshop on animal cell culture, mice handling, attend it. Like put some money in this. Like for workshops and internships, it will take around 2,000, 3,000. So I like it will be helpful for you guys when you make your resume and you know the skills and you have proof that you have attended these workshops. So it will be very helpful to you guys, because once you guys get passed out from BTech or MTech, you will not have any opportunities to learn. You'll not, there is no such thing like internships or some training programs will be provided for the BTech and MTech. You will be either going to job or you will be going to academic purpose. And when you want to learn also, they'll not give you that opportunities because they want some candidate who can work for them. Because what will they get by teaching you something? When you are master students, when you are BTech student, when you are registered in the university, so you will be doing 6 months project under him. But what they will get after you completed your masters and you want to learn something, what is the benefit they get from it? So they'll ask you to pay. They'll ask double the amount. Like they'll ask 50,000 for learning NGS. But after masters, we will be not in that hand to pay so much of money and learn something. So that is the reason I'm telling, like, get the opportunities when you are already in the academic career, like when you are already registered in the academic. So when you are in masters, you have 2 years. So use the opportunities, learn as much as possible when you are in the department, within the department. Same for BTech students. Learn animal handling and important microscopic techniques. Like plant, I don't think like much experience is needed in plant, because all the basic molecular biology things you should be focused, and greenhouse management, all those things. So you can handle that. And bacterial work or coding. Please learn bioinformatics. Don't ignore bioinformatics in any part of your life. And we are in the field of machine learning and AI, that is, which is advanced bioinformatics. So, like as of now, machine learning is advanced. For and the BTech students who are in second year, third year, everything. So once after 5 years, machine learning and deep learning will be very basic. You will have some other advanced techniques than this. So we can't be in the competitive world. So try learning this first. Focus on bioinformatics, learn the basic bioinformatics, then start learning coding, which means biocoding, and get the knowledge like basic what is machine learning, how you can integrate machine learning in the field of biology. So you can do in finding molecular evolution, protein analysis. There is like precision medicine you can do, and you can identify biomarkers. So, like even when it is very basic, there are uh, many advantages of using machine learning and deep learning. But don't go only focused on bioinformatics. You need both wet and dry lab techniques equally skilled. Because when you go bioinformatics, whatever data we are getting from bioinformatics is validated using wet lab. So we need both equally. Give importance to both this field, like dry lab and wet lab techniques, equal importance, and learn as much as possible. And the competitive exams in a field, try to attend it when you have to be in India, when you have to be in academic field, when you have to become a researcher or lecturer in India. Try attending this competitive exams, GATE, GRE, NET, and there is something called BIT, biotechnology eligibility test, where you can have some vacancies, fill the vacancies in Department of Biotechnology, like DBT platforms. And you also have a NEST, which is for this is like a screening test. So try attending these competitive exams, like that. It's not to be compulsory. You can attend it any time of your life, but keep that, like have some gate score, some net score, so that it will be it will show your eagerness, or it will show your cracking this competitive exam is also some skill. Like not everybody can do that, so it will be an additional skill in your CV. So try attending this. And I want to tell that how the research field has changed before COVID and after COVID. So we can see that after COVID, there is a increase in everything. So in the first, we can see there is an increase in the investment and funding around 40 billion INR, and the market is also doubled. And even after 5 years, so India will have so much of biotech companies. Like we are considering India as an IT hub, because whatever the company, wherever it is in Switzerland, America, Australia, wherever it is, the most of the IT companies who are working for it are in India. So after 5 years, biotech also will be in same situation, like other European laboratories or European labs will invest so much in India, because we know we have so much of manpower, and they will be doing double the work they do. So there will be very much develop or advancement in the field of biotechnology. And approval time is also reduced by 6 months. And like where we are lagging is, I can tell in this part. So before COVID, the research on COVID was going 5%, but after COVID, it is 65%. Okay, this is good. But the research before COVID in healthcare, like normal other diseases or normal other department of health, is 45%. Now it is reduced to 20%. So that means like when it is like uh, COVID came and everyone started researching on COVID, and the other research is going down, like 25% is already we are lagging. So what about the other researchers? What about the other important aspects we have to see? There are many other diseases, many other things where we have to focus. But when something is in the market, we started to focus only on that field, but that should not be the aim. Like everything should be given equal importance. And you can see the agriculture, it was 25% before COVID, and now it is only 10% of work is going. And same in the industrial aspects, it is 30 and 5%. So before and after COVID, most of the research happening is on COVID. So but it is not going to stay the same forever, because just now still we are coming out of that COVID. It's almost 5 to 6 years. So it will not stay same. Like not every research will be on COVID-19. We have to again look back, and we have to work on cardiovascular diseases, cancer, malaria, all the basic research we have to start doing. So that is what statistical says. So why I'm telling this is, when something is in the market, people start looking at it, and everyone start doing research at it. So don't be in that circle. And when you are doing a BTech project also, there is nothing called basic research. I'm telling this repeatedly because everyone we who choose biotech, is everyone's aim is to discover some drug. That will be the ultimate aim. Like as a scientist, I have to discover some drug for cancer. Yeah, you are right, but don't generalize or don't make any researchers, this is basic. Why I have to work on transcription factors? Why should I work on promoters and enhancers? No, nothing like that. You have to work on every part of the research, because some or other way it will lead to greater beneficial. So for example, the lady who got Nobel Prize this year for mRNA therapeutics, Kathleen, she was working on the very basic research. She was chemically synthesizing nucleotides when she started her career, and nobody supported her. Like they were doing that, it was something related to Department of Chemistry, but she was trying it with her colleagues. Like I want to chemically synthesize the nucleotides, and then ultimately she got a colleague who is working on immunotherapy, and that's when she started to learn what is mRNA, what is tRNA, what is the modifications she can do in that nucleotide. And that is what that that invention and that progress of her is what led to the discovery of mRNA vaccine during the COVID. So if she has thought that, why should I work in nucleotide, it's very basic thing, why should I modify the nucleotide? Like if she could have thought that, we couldn't have that mRNA vaccine when it is most needed during the COVID times. So I tell you guys that, don't think any research as basic. Whatever you are doing, do with full passion, full knowledge. Like try to gather utmost knowledge of that simple thing, learn everything, and put your all efforts when you really love research and when you really want to do. So that is all I wanted to tell today. And I want to uh, thank Sayoli for this opportunities, like to speak with many of the people who love biotech or attending this. So I'm very happy for invited to this session and giving you this talk. And if you guys have anything to ask me, you can ask me.
I see a raised hand. Please go ahead with the question.
So you can ask whatever doubt you have in the chat section. You're in mute, I think.
Ma'am, you are on mute. Kindly unmute and ask your question, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Uh, Thank you for your valuable information. And we need updates regarding the immunology as well as the pathology related fields too.
Okay. Like updates in case, like what you guys are expecting.
Okay. Specialization in the particular topics, the immunology as well as pathology.
Like if for masters or after masters.
Postdoctorate, ma'am. Postdoctorate as well as fellowship.
Okay. So I'll look
Mm,
into it and I'll let you know. I'll give my contact information in the chat box so you can connect
Thank
with
you.
me.
Sure,
How?
ma'am. Sure. Thanks.
Thank you. So how to select career after MTech genetic engineering? So uh, you have to decide what you have to do, whether you have to go for a job or you have to pursue your PhD. When you have to go for a job, obviously you will get selected to medical coding, but don't use like that's not that's that is not why you started coming to the next step of BTech genetic engineering. So try applying and uh, based on your project from the master's genetic engineering, try applying in the jobs which is very similar because you'll easily get. And when you are currently in doing MTech genetic engineering, if you are doing that, try contacting your other professors, learn some techniques from them. Like if you are doing in plant, learn some techniques from the cancer lab or make good connections or get LOR from the cancer lab or whatever it is. So enhance your skill in which way you have to go further. So if you want to apply PhD, um, like look into the field where which is exciting to you. So choosing the career is based on yours. You would think taking MSc in bioinformatics is a good choice. Like it's a very good choice actually, but yeah, like if you are doing MSc in bioinformatics, particularly specialized, you'll have a step ahead in your race. Like when it comes to job, also when it comes to um, PhD also. But when it comes to job, you will be given preference when compared to other participants. And when it comes to PhD, you have to continue your PhD in something like computational biology, such cases, because they'll also be looking for a wet lab works if it is a lab with a collaborative things, doing both wet lab and dry lab. So when you are doing MSc in bioinformatics, in between, if you think of doing some other lab or some other field, try learning some other wet lab techniques also. So that will be very useful. So when you are doing master's project, include something like half wet lab, half dry lab. So it will give you so much opportunities. As a first year biotech student, what should I do to improve myself and to get into the research field after my UG? So as I said, you have to join the labs, you have to attend workshops in almost all the field because you can't decide which field is better for you, because when you know only cancer biology, what you think is okay, cancer biology is good, because you will not have other opinions about other field and you don't know what you really like. So give yourself that time and give yourself that opportunity to learn all the field, to know basic about all the field, plant biotechnology, cancer biology, and some other like whatever domains, whatever workshops, internships, conference available, attend everything. So when you know when you are in third year, when you have to choose some lab, you will feel like okay, I attended that workshop of neurobiology or I attended that workshop of something related to bacterial antibiotic resistance. I'm interested in this field. So you will have clarity which actually you're interested, so that it will be easy for you to choose your research. And based on that, you can choose what is the skills or what is next you can learn in your masters. Yeah, like medical biotechnology is also good field. Like every choice depends on you, what you guys wanted to do. It's not like this is good field or this is bad. It's like you have to do something which you are actually into it, which you actually love. So you'll be like satisfied when you are doing work. That is what main thing matters. Like for the previously one who asked bioinformatics is good, it will be good for her if she is doing bioinformatics. And if you feel medical biotechnology is good, you will be happy learning it. So you will put so much of focus, so much of time into it. So it is the good field. Like, yeah, entrepreneurship is also good. And like you have to come with the innovative ideas, according to me. So that is why we started BioVegan. There is much more to come from BioVegan, but we'll discuss that on some other topic, some other dias. So like many people, like the people from biotechnology should be in entrepreneurship, so that we know the consequences, the cons, pros, everything from our field, so that we can lead our field. We know what we need, so we can tell that I faced all these things, so I can bring change here. So we need for our younger or for our juniors. So this is also a good choice. So currently, what is the fields in biotech that shows promising and good scoping feature? Like when I was wanted to join BTech genetic engineering, nobody knows what is genetic engineering, and everyone they said was like there is no scope in this field. Whatever decision you are taking is completely upon you. But suddenly COVID happened, and now everyone knows biotech, and everyone biotech is also racing equally against as a IT company. So we can't tell what is the scope um, after 5 years. Ultimately, we are working on something like research or health field. There will be always some space or some importance given to the research. And after 5 years, I guess and I hope biotech will also be leading equally to the IT companies in India, and will get so much of opportunities. And don't think on scope, all those big words, because when we are doing something, we always aim for getting money, and will there be a scope? Will I get a job? Don't go with that. Like do what you love. Ultimately, you will get the way which is best for you. So after 5 years, there will be like so much of opportunities there, and like I promise there will be there some good opportunities in India. Thank you. It's a better to choose MTech in biotechnology or go to MTech course with specific domain. So if you're doing MTech, it is better to go with a specific domain. Like if you're someone who likes particularly agriculture or plant, if you are choosing a specific domain, it will make you enhanced in that field. And if you're going to continue that for your higher studies like PhD or something, go for a specific domain. But if you want to do some job or join some company after MTech, do it in biotechnology, because when you're doing MTech in biotechnology, you will get opportunities to learn everything again. You are not specified to one single domain here. So you'll get so much opportunities when you are going for job. And when you choose it that I'll be working on this cancer biology only, then go for a specified domain, so that you will be excelled in that particular course. So you'll be given importance there. So based on your next step, choose biotech or a specific domain according to your next, what is your next aim in your life. Fellowship JR in the immunopathology work environment perspectives in detail. So I completely don't know about this fellowship details. I'll look into it and I'll let you know. Ma'am, what kind of attitude or mindset do you suggest I develop for having a career in R&D? Like, try, um, as I said, uh, don't think that this is the important research. Discovering the drug is important. No, accept everything. It's like whatever work you are given, accept it and do it. Don't expect anything from it. Like if you are doing some PCR or if you are doing some experiment or even a 6 months project, you are doing something out of it. Don't expect. Like science is all you are doing is you finding something unknown, like you are doing some research to find what is not known to others, so you are already a detective there, so accept everything. And whatever you are getting results, whatever you are facing everything, just okay, you accept it, learn from it and move on. And like if you're asking about working environment, don't get into anything too serious. Like whatever they are doing, whatever other people are into, it's their work and that's none of our things to think about it. So make yourself the main character of your life. Think about you, think about how you can pass this situation happily, or don't think everything, like don't socialize, so don't overthink everything. Just accept it and go with the flow. You'll get, there is nothing like you have to maintain this attitude or mindset. Like just enjoy the work you're doing, accept your research, accept the mistakes you're doing, because some mistake you're doing may lead to some new discovery. So even if you're doing wrongly, learn from it and try to not do that next time. So accept and move on. What kind of internship do you suggest for second year students? So I suggest like attend all the internship, like keep internship certificate from all the domain, like animal cell handling, cancer assays, plant thing, and flow cytometry, microscopic imaging. So whatever I'm telling, all these are like keywords from my PhD applications. So attend internships from all the domains, learn every techniques, because in internship you will get only one time opportunities to keep PCR, you'll get one time opportunity to see the microscope. So we are not going to excel in the internship, but at least you know what is the principle, what is the basic, how it is working, why it is working. So at least you will have the basic idea. So attend all, like in the curriculum in the BTech student there will be only one internship that is to be compulsorily you have to attend, but don't do it for academic purpose. Try attending as much as internship as possible. Like when you are choosing the next step, it will be very easy and your CV will look perfect. I'm interested in both genetic engineering and forensic science. Which one do you think has better scope? So if you are interested in genetic engineering or forensic, you will have some idea like I have to do this kind of research. So if you are like interested in forensic and science, that means you have to be in some detective field or some other DNA fingerprinting, some other. So write down why you are interested in genetic engineering, why you are interested in forensic science. So when you are asking questions for yourself, why I like this, why I want to do this, you'll somehow your heart will tell do genetic engineering, because you'll always favor one step ahead, which is your heart and which you are truly interested in. So in that way, you can find out in which domain you're working. First, you try to speak with yourself and understand why you want to do genetic engineering and why you want to do forensic science. So when you keep asking this question, you will get idea like why I am interested and which one you are most interested in. Like you guys were very interactive. I didn't expect this much of interaction and questions. Like it was very happy that like you're asking the questions out, your doubts, everything. Will it be a better option to get into a job right after any BTech degree? Yeah, like if you want to do job, there is no difference that you are doing job after BTech or MTech. Even after MTech, you are going for some job, you will be given same salary, same importance as a BTech student. So they won't see that BTech will give 25,000, MTech will give 35,000, and there will be no difference in your salary package. There will be no difference in your like role you are working on. So if you are willing to do job, please do after BTech. Don't take another risk. Like even after MTech, you will be given the same importance as BTech. So if job is your main thing, you can join it after BTech itself.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Santosh.
Yeah,
Thank you for the very informative session, ma'am.
thank you.
So, especially, I have completed my BTech and looking forward to pursue my masters. So, it will be a great guidance for me, ma'am. And I completely agree with the point you said that the opportunity to learn after your studies, especially job, is really true, ma'am. Because I'm working as a research assistant in between the gap between the masters and the BTech time. So, how can we make the learning process more effective, ma'am? In this because as you said, they're mainly focusing on their work, what is already going on
Yeah.
in the laboratory. Yeah.
Okay. So now you decided to do masters MTech or masters or abroad or some other India. So
Yes.
you will be having some idea what field you have to do.
Yes, ma'am.
So what you're choosing?
I have chosen in the regenerative medicine, ma'am.
Regenerative medicine.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are working in as some research assistant.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So go learn some basic or advanced, like start learning, reading the papers, something related to regenerative medicine. So if you are aiming abroad, see the labs who are working on regenerative medicine. So there will be like the best thing in abroad is every professor will have like separate website for their lab.
Yes.
Like every professors will have their separate website. So first take the list of the professor who are working on regenerative medicine, even in India or even abroad. Check out
Okay.
their research papers, recent research papers. See what are all the techniques they are using.
Okay,
Like
ma'am.
in if in India you want to work, see what are all the techniques they are using, and try to see. Now, if you are working in some VIT or something, look into that professor that whether he has any connection with VIT, any correspondence author or any publications from VIT, so that you can have collaborative works.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
it will be very useful for you, because now if your professor and the professor you have chosen has some research paper, so that you can ask your professor and go start working there as a research assistant. So you can work 6 months as research assistant and you can continue as a PhD student. In that cases, that professor will accept you soon, because you will be joining him as a PhD student.
Yes.
So he will be very interested in taking you. So if you want to go abroad, take the professor's team profile or what is the publications they have. So start learning the techniques. So if you're working in some department, try to speak with your sir and tell that you want to learn this.
Okay, ma'am.
So if a nearby lab someone is doing flow cytometry, have good connection with the PhD scholars, postdocs, everybody. So make like friendly way connection. So if your friend who is working in the nearby lab is doing some work on flow cytometry, go and take part of it. See how he is working. Learn from him. So you should have a collaborative nature. Like you have to be like try to know what is happening in other labs also. If they are using some new techniques, try to learn that technique. Because when you are in lab, when you are in college, try to use all the opportunities, try to use all the equipments, try to use all the things. Like don't miss that opportunities, because no staff will say that will not teach you, you don't come to lab. No, when you're good with some PhD scholars, they will help you. Okay, because they also need someone help, right? You'll be
Yes, ma'am.
doing it because ultimately you are benefiting by learning what it is.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
So try making connection and collaboratives with your nearby labs to learn the techniques.
Sure.
Or see the research papers, like based on the field you have to do your masters.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
valuable information. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
your valuable time here and clarifying all the doubts. And thank you for providing valuable insights into the real world applications and academic pursuits and industry careers.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time here. If you have any doubt, you can follow her and